Okay, I don't have very many cues, so I thought I'd combine them with the R's, be a long video. So my cue starts here. Queen, Sheer Heart Attack. Love this album, very good. Queen, The Night at the Opera. It's a gatefold. They don't have a lot of them. Back's nothing special. Gatefold is lyrics and little pictures of Queen. This is a great album. What can you say? Bohemian Rhapsody, come on. One of the greatest songs ever. Absolutely phenomenal. Here's A Day at the Races. They got those two titles from the Marx Brothers, by the way. Two Marx Brothers movies, A Night at the Opera and A Day at the Races. There Be Queen, live. Tie Your Mother Down is on that one. It's a big hit for him. Got the jazz album. I like this one a lot. It's kind of different. It's another gatefold. That'll make you dizzy, right? Ooh. Cats are out of water. That's what Queen looks like in the studio. It's all out of water. Oh, wait. Here's your water. I don't want the cats going without water. Here's News of the World. Of course, it's got the big hits. We Will Rock You and We Are the Champions. Not sure what they're trying to say there, but it's interesting. Here's The Game, 1980. Of course, this one has another one, Bites the Dust and Dragon Attack. Big change for the band. They brought in synthesizers for the first time. Here's Hot Space. I don't know why I keep this. I probably never listen to it again, but I keep it. Body Language. Here's The Works. Not a gatefold. This came out in 1984. Here's a British group called Quiet Sun. Album's called Mainstream. It's Phil Manzanera. Very proggy. Like it a lot. I think they only put that one out. Here's Trevor Rabin's Wolf. This is really good. This has Manfred Mann on it. Absolutely. And I think Jack Bruce too. Here's a band I'm not even sure where they're from. It might be Sweden. They're called Ragnarok. This is Fata Morgana. I don't know how I got it or why I think it was a present, Christmas present or something. Got it a long time ago, way back in the early 80s. Here's a group called Ramatam. This featured Mitch Mitchell from the Jimi Hendrix Experience and a lady guitar player who is absolutely stunningly good named April Lawton. And then Mitch Mitchell leaves the band for some unknown reason. And there's April Lawton in the second one called In April Came the Dawning of the Suns. And it's a gatefold. So I'll pull it out and I'll show it. I paid an astonishing $2.50 for this used. Look at that Les Paul. And that's what she uses. And she's really good. You got to hear her play. I don't know what happened to her, but April was really good. She loved Hendrix. Here's a band called Ramassus Space Hymns. This album is kind of like the Hawkwind album. It has a gatefold that has to, it won't come out without the record out of the way. It has a gatefold that has to be seen to be believed. So we're going to show you if we can get it out of the case because it's real tight. I might not be able to get it out. Oh, this is ridiculous. It's so tight, I can't get it to come out. There we go. Maybe we're getting somewhere now. Gotta just stretch the plastic a little bit, I guess. Man, this is a tight one. I think I put the wrong bag on that one. Anyways, I got it out. Let me show you this. This is incredible. So you saw the spaceship. But where does it come from? I'll show you. If I can get this to open up. All right, here we go. It's kind of like that Hawkwind album I was telling you, I showed you before, that one with the amazing this is super big. I should have backed up the camera for this. Look at that. Amazing. So the spaceship comes off the church. I find that strange. They don't make albums like this anymore. Just nobody does this stuff. That's Ramassus. They're basically a husband and wife team. And they hired 10cc to play on it. They're all over this. And in this picture, you don't see the spaceship taking off. So you gotta get it all at once there. And yeah, I love this record. It's really, really spacey and really good. I'll never be able to get it back in that bag. Here's their second one called Glass Top Coffin. And it's a gatefold too, but it's not like that one. Oh no, it's not a gatefold. I make a mistake. Not a gatefold. It's great out. Spacey album, something like that too. Here's a band called Ramses. I think they're from Germany. Lalea. Love the cover. This is Prague. I just bought it on a hunch. I liked the cover and bought it. Didn't know nothing about it. Really good prog. Here's an EP from a group called Random Hold out of England. Bill McCormick on bass. Simon Ainley is Random Hold. And it's really good. It's like new wave prog. Here's their first official album called The View From Here. Oh, I should say David Rhodes was in this band, and he jumped from this band into the Peter Gabriel band around 1982. Rare Earth, get ready. This is Rare Earth's first album. Love it. They were signed to Motown, believe it or not, which is why they do the Temptations Get Ready. Probably Berry Gordy said, let's do that song. Here's one of my favorite albums of all time, Refugee, Patrick Moraz, Brian Davison from The Nice, and Lee Jackson from The Nice. And then after he did this album, Patrick joins Yes to do Ray Lair and stays there for a couple of years. Here's a band called RDM from Italy, Contamination. This has a different cover in Italy and a different name for the band, and I can't remember it's Italian and I can't remember what it says, but they ended up just calling it RDM for the American market. It's on Philips Records. This is amazing. Crazy Baroque prog. I love it. But it has English vocals, so maybe somebody might not like it. It's a group called Release Music Orchestra that I got turned on to by Andy Robertson. This is called Garuda. Super hot jazz fusion this stuff is. I like it a lot. They're very good. I got a couple of those. Here's one called Get the Ball. How is he going to get the ball with the bars in the way? I don't think so. Alrighty. And here's their last one called Beyond the Limit. And then I don't know if they stopped putting out albums or I just stopped buying them. You know, the days without internet were strange because you had to do so many things to find stuff out. It was real tough. Here is this a, I don't think this is a case. Oh yeah, this is a gatefold. Again, we've got a tight bag. Oh man. This is Renaissance's second album, Illusion. And I didn't mention it before, but the personnel on Illusion is the same as this album. She got the same people. How's that for art? Okay, this is the first Renaissance prologue. When Annie Haslam shows up, it's their third album. I love this record. Renaissance's sound really changes when she shows up. Prologue. And where is Annie? Oh, she's over here. There's Annie. I got to meet her in 1979 or 80 when they played in the Bay Area. Here's Ashes Are Burning. This is not a gatefold. Here's my favorite, Turn of the Cards. Again, not a gatefold. Here's the first one I ever bought, Scheherazade and Other Stories. Great, great stuff. And here's Live at the Carnegie Hall. Of course, it's a gatefold. And you get a lot of pictures of the band. There's the lovely Annie Haslam. So cool. She actually let me hug her, which I thought was amazing because I asked her and she said, sure. Here's Novella. It's another gatefold. He put out 2 versions of the artwork on this. I never did figure out why. You know, all the lyrics. Here's A Song for All Seasons. Great album. Not a gatefold. Azure Dur. He's blue and gold. This was the tour that I got to meet her on. 1979. This is where Renaissance kind of goes off the rails, jump the shark, or whatever you want to call it, camera. Just, you can see the 80s are just taking its toll. It's just strange Renaissance. And it gets even worse on this album. Timeline. I mean, you know, it's just not them. And thank God they wouldn't stick with that style for long. Here's an album called Terry Riley, A Rainbow in Curved Air. It's got a really unique back. I'm going to show you, even though it's not a gatefold, I want to show you the back. It's not that unique, I guess. Is there something in it? No, there's nothing in it. I thought the original had a poster, maybe not. Oh, it's got some sort of poem on the back. I don't know if you can read that or not, but maybe you can zoom in if you watch this, you can zoom in and read it. Take a screenshot of that. No, for sure. Here's a female violinist named Scarlett Rivera. She's really good. I bought this. Actually, I don't know if I bought this used or I think it was a gift from the radio station. They were never going to play it. Here's one you might recognize. This is my favorite Rolling Stones album ever, called Big Hits Volume 2, Through the Past Darkly. And it's got it looks like a stop sign. Here's the reason I got it. I think it was a record store day purchase or something like that. Anyways, it's orange vinyl. Never been played. Absolutely mint. I messed that up. It's not supposed to be that way. Oh, well. I'll redo it. Okay, almost done. Here's Todd Rundgren's Something Anything. I always like this. I bought this for the first time when I was in Puerto Rico in the Air Force. I didn't know anything about him. I just bought it on a hunch. So that looks good. I should buy that. Nice cover. There he is playing to his audience of one. Okay. Okay. And then here's Todd Rundgren's A Wizard of True Star. It's a very psychedelic album on side 1. Side 2 is Philadelphia Soul, which is, he's from Philadelphia, so it would make sense that he would do that. He also does Cool Jerk in 7/8, so just kind of interesting. Or maybe it's 5. I don't know, it's an odd time. Definitely wasn't like the original. Very strange. Love this album. Came out in 73. Listened to it a million times. And got Initiation. It's one of the longest albums ever. If you've got a bad needle, don't play this. It'll ruin the record. And Healing. It's a great album. Very nice. And that's it for Q&R. 21 minutes.